This is a video about the best tools for training documentation for operation teams, for founders. And most people, when they're searching for this type of tool, they're actually looking for two different things. The first one is the process documentation and enable tools, and the other one are training and knowledge platforms. And the first type helps to capture how the work actually gets done and delivers it where people need it inside the software and in the moment when they actually do the job. The second type helps to write the content, write the policies, playbooks, wikis, and the tool organizes and surfaces it. So it ranges from structured training builders with role-based assignments to flexible knowledge bases. If you need to define which type of tool you need, you have to do a quick diagnostic. The first one, if people don't follow the processes in your software, you need the option one. You need the enablement. If you have the problem that your documentation is scattered and nobody can find it, you need the option number 2. So here's my list of 5 best tools for this purpose from both types. The first one is Tango. You see it on the screen. This is really the best for documentation when you need to enable your people to do specific tasks faster in any app, web app or desktop app they use. And here's an example. Let me show you the best use cases, how I use it to create for my agency. Here's an example. I'm click on the new Tango, and for example I want to show my people how to work with some things inside subreddit. So I have the subreddit and I want to show them how to create flares for content types. So I click on that, I look for this type of the settings, post flare, and you see as I do each step, it's automatically recorded and create both screenshot and title for this step. So then I click new flare, I set up it, test flare, I choose the color, and that's all. I click create. Once I did it, I click on this button and it will be created in my library. There are a couple of valuable features that I didn't use. I didn't show you. This is a voice transcription. So once I do the job, when I do the process, I can explain what I do and why I do, and it will be automatically added to the steps, transcript from my voice to the text. And the leave blur feature, when I can highlight the sensitive fields which I don't want to share with my employees. It may be financial data, it may be some user personal data, and clicking on it, Tango will automatically detect this field on any page and will blur it. So let's click. Now it's ready, and you see it also Tango created the title automatically. I can fix it. I create Reddit post flare. I like that the AI created really the right title for this guide. And it's ready. You see the GIFs, is screenshot. I also can add comments to the steps. I can get more context about why it's important to click this button and so on. And I can click preview guide me. So this I would say this is the most interesting feature, because when I click on guide me on this page, and each employee can click on it, then they visit the subreddit, they will get the highlights, and they get really interactive guidance for each of the step, and it helps them to learn much faster. You can compare it to the old approach when they need to read your text plus screenshot guide and visit guide and the website every time switching to tabs. It's the problem. So this helps to do it. And also the sharing and export feature. Let me show. So I can export it as a PDF, HTML. I can embed it as a video, put it as a video. Also export it to the most popular other knowledge-based platforms, and pin it as it's called nugget inside the app. So these the most valuable features of the Tango. Also, yeah, I forgot one important thing, that for each site you also have the analytics, and you can check how many times your guide was visited, how many, let me check another, yeah, here's an example, how and when it was visited, and also viewer activity, who viewed it, whether they completed the guide, whether they added some comments and reactions. Yeah, so it's not just that you created guide and they consume it. Yeah, team become the co-creators of this guide. They can help improve that, and it helps to improve every guide. The next tool is the Trainual. So unfortunately I can't get the demo right now of this tool. Yeah, there is no free trial or free account as Tango has, but I saw it in a couple of reviews, and when I reviewed their website I found like a couple of valuable features it has for training, and the value is that it structures all of the important training steps in a way that looks easy to consume, and I believe that this tool should be good tool for the small businesses. Yeah, because the UX is good enough, it looks like a simple tool, and yeah, so Trainual is a good approach. I don't see the price, but based on what I read, it works for SMBs well enough. Then the GetGuru, it is the same, there is no free trial, free account, but what I read and what I found on their website, a really valuable feature, unique feature based on what I see, is that they have the option to deduplicate they have the option to remove duplicates and to verify any information about your product, brand positioning, and so on. So when you train your team, you probably will have a lot of problems that some information is duplicated, some information is actually outdated or not true. Yeah, because you usually have help docs, you have some sales materials, you have the website, and so on, and often many of them you don't have the process automatically update each of the pages that say some facts about your brand and so on. And their approach, yeah, helps to detect this issue and manage the knowledge about the facts that should be distributed across all your channels, and they should be reviewed, they should be updated, and it really helps to keep your knowledge actual and true. Yeah, especially in the age of AI chats, when LLMs crawl your website and you may be visible in them, but the information about your pricing, which you may be updated yesterday, about your features which you published the landing page also like a week ago, yeah, they may miss that. And when you have one roadmap of updating all of this stuff, it really helps you to keep the knowledge about your brand actual for both customers and LLMs that impact customers' decisions. Their third tool, it's the fourth tool, is the Notion. So it's really already a popular tool, yeah. And for the training documentation, I usually see it among agencies, freelancers, and for somebody it looks like just a better version of the Google Docs, yeah. But when you start working with it, yeah, it's very flexible and it's create both complexity and some, you don't know how to manage all of the possible entities and rows it has. But for one specific thing, the ability to create interactive guides through text and screenshots, yeah, that you can add headers, videos. Screenshots look much better than on Google Docs. You can add a lot of different things that you can't add in Google Docs as easy as you can do that here, yeah. And also the features related to sharing, organizing all the stuff into some categories, subcategories, yeah. This is a problem that Google Docs have, because you can create a really good guide inside as a one doc, but to organize it and have one structure how to surface your knowledge among all docs, like the search in Google Docs and in Google Drive, it's usually not the best tool I ever used. Yeah, so here's an example of the guide I created also for how to work with how to do AMA session. Yeah, and I'm sending this guide to the people I want to invite to the AMA session. Yeah. So, and by the way, this is also the good example where I have the text doc. For some of them I need the screenshots, but for some other I may create the guide in Tango and make it interactive. Yeah, so they will create these sessions even faster. And the fifth tools is the, I would say, Confluence for training documentation. Yeah, it's primarily for the companies who already use Jira actively, and they will have the native integration with Confluence. It's much more complex than Notion, yeah, and it's usually where the knowledge lives and organized. You can create similar like docs as in Notion there, but the big value is that you have connection with Loom, with Jira. You have great, much advanced option for structuring your knowledge and so on. And I don't use Confluence like in my agency, but I use it as a employee, yeah, in the company, and it's good enough. I would say it's good enough, but you have to remember that it doesn't replace the need to have a tool that helps to capture existing knowledge. Yeah, so it's the place where you store and organize it. So this is my list. If I miss something valuable, please share in the comments the tools you like and how do you train your teams at all. Yeah, because in my case it's the small agency, and I don't some advanced tools for teaching, for training 1,000 people. Yeah, and I understand that the tools may be different. In my case, I'm more interested about the agency tools.